Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about something that's very near and dear to my heart, and that's conscious language, or the nasty things that we say to ourselves in our head that nobody else can hear, because if they would commit us to an insane asylum, because it would seem like we might have schizophrenia. Although I probably will shrink that title down to just say conscious language. So this is Stacy from HumorousHomemaking.com, and something that people don't know about me, because I do lean towards the humorous side of things, is that I really struggle with positivity. So it is my first thought to always assume the worst, or that bad things are going to happen, or somebody meant something that I pulled out of, insinuated and kind of molded like Play-Doh into this. I'm not even sure. So I have to work really, really hard at being positive. It's something I have to do every day. And when I was looking to grow my business, I started hearing and seeing people on video who were at a higher place than me, where I wanted to go, say that one of the things that was a hindrance or a stumbling block to them on their way to doing better was conscious language. And I was like, ho ho, what is this conscious language thing? And so I started digging in and researching and trying to learn more about what is conscious language. What the heck is this? So conscious language is what we say to ourselves in our head that actually determines our outcome. So most people think that our brain controls what we do, and that's actually not true. Our thoughts and our brain are separate. So we have thoughts that transfer to our brain, and then our brain works through that and actually performs the action. So what we think about is actually what we do. So if we dwell on bad things or have negative attitudes or nasty thoughts, then that's going to transfer to our brain, and our brain is actually going to perform or act as though those bad things are happening. This is very biblical. The Bible says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. So if we think bad things, those things are very likely to become true. We're actually changing our body and our structure by the way that we think. And so conscious language is taking hold of those thoughts and saying, you know what? No more. Because your body and your brain actually doesn't understand or differentiate between what's true and what you made up. So if you think something or you're dwelling on it, science shows that your body actually believes that what you're thinking is true. So if you're saying things to yourself like, well, I'm just not good enough, or she's better than me, or that's never going to happen for me, or wouldn't it be nice if my life was that way, or I'll just never get to the top, or I'm going to be stuck here, I'm a bad mom, I'm always going to be a bad mom, homeschooling is so hard, I really hate it, it's terrible, my marriage sucks, it is awful, I'm going to live this way for the rest of my life, and it's just going to be pure misery. Those things that we say to ourselves in our head, our body and our brain and our mind actually thinks it's true, even though it is not. It's not a thing that has happened. So our subconscious and our conscious, they don't know the difference between each other. So when you have a negative thought, you have to actually perform the action of stopping it. So I lived my entire life up until my mid to late 30s thinking that the things that I thought were true and had to be that way. I'd never realized until recently that I had the power, the option to say, you know what? No. So I'll tell you, one of the thoughts that I have is I really worry about rejection. That is my number one fear, a fear of rejection, that I'll ask somebody to do something with me or be my friend. They'll say, no, you're stupid, you don't like tea. Coffee for life, hashtag. And so I have to actually, when that starts in my head, I have to say, you know what? No, I'm not going to think that. I choose to stop this movie, because that's what it is in our brain. It replays this thing in our head, which is actually a brain movie. Sounds like a documentary. You can say, no, I'm not going to think that. Stop. And then you replace it with a positive thought. So I could say and said, oh my goodness, I bet we're going to have the best time hanging out together. She's going to be an awesome friend. This is going to go amazing. So things that you want to happen by way of you thinking and changing your thoughts. Something I also used to do was I used to get really upset and uptight and anxious when I had a long to-do list. And I'd find myself saying things like, oh my gosh, I have so much to do. I'm never going to get it done. Woe is me. Why did I put this much on my list? I'm so overwhelmed. There is not enough hours in the day. I'm never going to finish my list. And you know what? I would never finish my list. And I would spend my entire day all upset and drown in my sorrows and coffee and chocolate instead of changing what I'd say. And so now I say, I have enough time to get everything done I need to get done. And so when that feeling creeps up in me where I'm like, oh, I have too much to do, I say, no, I have enough time to get everything done I need to get done. And not only does that change what I'm actually able to get done, but it changes my attitude. So I have a better day. So your conscious language is speaking things to yourself as though they were true. Okay? So saying, I'm a good mom. I'm doing my best. This is going to be an awesome homeschool day. My marriage is better every day. We are investing in ourselves. It is getting better every day. My husband loves me. I love him. And it's repeating those things to yourself. And when a negative thought rises up in you, it's squashing it like a bug and saying, no, that's not how I'm going to live. I'm not living that way. It's the choice to consciously choose your language inside of your head and what comes out of your mouth so that your brain acts on what you're thinking. And then not only are things going to start working out better for you, this is not prosperity gospel, this is truth. Remember, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. But your attitude is going to be so much more fun to be around. You're going to have 4 million friends because they always want to be around the positive person. So just stop and consider the thoughts that you're saying to yourself. Are they negative? Are they bad? How do they make you feel? Because if you think of a thought and you say, can I know for certain that this is true? And if you can't know for certain that what you're thinking is true, then it's false. It's not true. You can replace it with something better. I'm going to put a resource below for you guys. It is a video specifically on conscious language on YouTube from Sonia Swan. I've listened to it at least 50,000 times. It was a game changer for me, and I hope it will be a game changer for you. But you do have the power over your thoughts. And then your thoughts go to your brain, and your brain acts on that. So don't feel like you're caught in this negative cycle for the rest of your life. You can dig out of it, and it's awesome to be on this other side. So if you have any questions or you'd like to talk or need an accountability partner for your conscious language, just comment below. I'd love to help you. It has been a wonderful walk for me, and I know it will be one for you too.